Welcome students. So today let's start the new chapter, organism and population. Now organism, a particular individual, and a population, it is group of organisms constituting a population. So while we are studying about organism population, we will come across various important facts. First of all, we come across ecology. What is ecology? Ecology is the branch of biology that deals with the interaction or interrelationship between living things with the environment. So that particular thing is called ecology. Ecology is also known as hexecology or ethology. Now, first of all, ecology was used by or studied by Rater, but the term ecology was first coined by Ernst Haeckel. Now, ecology has two branches. One is known as auticology and other is known as synecology. Auticology means the study of relationship of a single species with the environment, with the different types of environment, and that is known as auticology. And the study of biotic communities in various aspects in relation to the environment is known as synecology. So while we are studying the relationship between an individual and environment, it is known as auticology. While we are studying the communities with the environment, then it is known as synecology. Now, next comes ecological hierarchy. But before that, we have to know the level of organization of ecological organization. So, now, while studying the level of organization of a particular population, we always find cells, tissue system, organ system in that way. So, for ecological organization, we find genes, cells, tissue, organs, organism, population, community, ecosystem and biosphere. So all these constitute the level of ecological organization. Now let's come to ecological hierarchy. So what is hierarchy? Hierarchy means the taxonomical classification of living organisms in successive levels of complexity. That is, from simple to complex level, we will gradually taxonomically classify organism, and that is known as hierarchy. And when this hierarchy is based on ecological character, so that is known as ecological hierarchy. First of all, we will come across individual. That is a single person or single thing, either plant or animal. These individuals together constitute the population. Population consists of various number of species. These species together interact with the environment and forms the biotic community. Now, the study of these community with the physical environment is known as ecosystem. And the large units of land with natural boundaries having different ecosystem is known as landscape. While larger to the landscapes are the biomes, which constitute of different climatic zones, and larger to that is the biosphere, where biological inhabitants are present consisting of different types of ecosystem. Okay, now these are the ecological hierarchy. So individual is the simple form and gradually complex forms are coming, and ultimately the largest is the biosphere. So this is ecological hierarchy. Next comes the environment. Now, related to this organism population, next comes environment. Environment means the sum total of all the external influences, both biotic and abiotic substances surrounding a particular natural habitat is known as the environment. Now, environment constitutes of first weather. Weather means a combination of atmospheric conditions, humidity, rainfall, sunshine, temperature, all these together constitute the weather. Climate means the average course of weather. That is a particular thing that is known as climate. And sometimes what happens, now there are 4 climatic zones: tropical, subtropical, temperate, Arctic and Antarctic. And sometimes what happens, these climatic zones can be again subdivided into small portions, and that is known as microclimate. Next come habitat. Habitat means that sum total of environmental factors that are present in a particular area where the individuals live. That is, the particular place where individuals live is known as habitat. And that particular habitat can again be subdivided into microhabitats, that is smaller portions where only few environmental factors are present, that is known as microhabitat. Now, next important topic is niche. Niche means it is a specific part of the habitat occupied by individuals of a species which is circumscribed by the range of tolerance, range of movement, microclimate, type of food availability, shelter, predator, timing, etc. That is called niche. That is, in very simple form, niche means the particular area where individuals are living. We are studying about their tolerance rate, we are studying about the type of predator they are facing, their time of activity, the food they are eating. All these together constitute the niche. Now, while studying niche, we come across the Gauss principle or the principle of competitive exclusion. That is the phenomenon where two species occupy together and one excludes the other. That is, for survival, one will compete with the other and one is there, one is gets excluded. That is known as principle of competitive exclusion. Now, after that, we come across ecological equivalence. Ecological equivalence means organisms occupying same type of niche but different habitat. So, and next is meteorology. Meteorology means the science that deal with the study of atmosphere, its phenomenon like air current, pressure, heat, variation, etc. So all these things together are there in organism population part. So notes are provided, go through them very properly. Now this chapter is simple, it doesn't have any complexity, but still study each and every term properly, and if you have any problem, please consult.